did my own little machaca.
What do you mean? What happened?
Now, if you're new to our show, and we have 2 new cities now, we're in Bakersfield and Albuquerque. There's lots of, you haven't heard the Machaca yet. And the Machaca is something we do every Monday, and it's where you kind of bust somebody. Somebody busts you in a situation, or you bust somebody for lying to you or something. So yesterday, I go to lunch with this friend of mine. I call him Successful Rich Barra.
Yes,
Right.
I saw the Instagram yesterday.
Because he looks like Rich Barra, but he's obscenely successful. He's owned professional sporting franchises. He owns a bunch of stuff, hotels and stuff, and he looks like Rich. He's had people, remember he had carpet cleaners come to his house one time and see a family photo, and they said, "Are you Rich with Johnjay and Rich?" Sometimes when I'm with him,
I'll trade houses with that guy.
when I'm with him, sometimes people think that we're Johnjay and Rich. So, which that part has nothing to do with where I'm going with the Machaca, but I'm having lunch with him. And I have major anxiety all the time. And even though this guy's one of my closest friends, he's asked me to lunch a bunch of times. I never go. I never go to lunch. Finally, I was like, yeah, I can meet you. And I already ate, and I met him for lunch, right? And then,
That's not unusual for you, because I've seen you bring your food to lunch.
Right. But I had ate, I was eating on the way to lunch in my car. So I meet the guys. We sit there, we're having a good time talking, and about 15 minutes in, and I'm really comfortable with this guy, but 15 minutes in, I'm like, all right, I'm done. You know what I mean? Like, what's there to talk about? I'm ready to go. Why am I? Like, I gave you my time.
Why did you choose to eat before you know you were going to a restaurant?
It's Johnjay. He's OCD.
Because when I'm done working out, you get a post-workout shake at the gym that I work at, and it was part of and I had my shake on the way. Like, I have this whole diet set up where I'm eating every 2 hours. Anyway, I have this, I'm sitting there after 15 minutes with him, and I'm like, I got nothing to really talk about anymore.
We're good now.
Yeah, so, but I know
Much like you are in every meeting we go to.
Yeah.
About 7-8 minutes, you're starting to make your tracks.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think, how can I leave now? What else can I talk about? So, his wife, her family owns a sandwich shop, very popular sandwich shop. And I guess the other day, the day before yesterday, there was a dilemma, a crisis at the sandwich shop, and his wife had to go run the sandwich shop. Okay? So knowing that, I didn't know that when I was about to tell you. I we're shooting the poop, and I say to him, hey, I saw Davis, his brother-in-law, at the gym yesterday shooting hoops with his son. And he said, the guy used to play basketball with us. And I go, I saw him playing basketball. And he goes, you did? And I said, yeah, it was weird. I had to go pick up my kids from school, but I stopped by the gym first, and I did a little workout, and I saw him playing basketball. And that dude can sink some three-pointers, man. He's pretty good. He goes, what time did you see him at the gym? I said, I think it was there at 2 o'clock or so. I was leaving it till I was there from like 1 to 2. And he goes, he had called in sick. He runs the family restaurant.
Oh, so that's why his wife had to go in. Because
And he called in sick, and he was in bed vomiting, and he couldn't do anything. And then I go, and I bump into him at the gym.
Shooting hoops.
Shooting hoops.
Looking fine.
Like, if you can shoot hoops, you can make a sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then my friend was like, what are you talking about? What exact time? And he goes like, oh, my God. And he gets up, and he goes, thanks for lunch. And he goes, I'll see you later. And he leaves. And I'm like, this is fantastic.
Right.
I uncovered, I by mistake threw this guy under the bus, and now he's done. And I'm sitting there at the table with myself going, I got to do that more. I got to get more inside information about people.